2 tough weeks. Got back home, playing at home. Changed up their defense, put 4 back at the edge. I hope he's okay. I think he's one of the best players, we'll play against this year. I have so much respect for the way he plays, and so it looked like he got banged up. So I'm not sure what that was. It was a close game in the fourth quarter. The narrative is always we can't win close games. It was a close game. We won it. So it didn't look like a close game at the end, but we made the plays in the fourth quarter to win the game, and proud of the guys for that.
What do you think your team's response in the last quarter and a half of that game, not only the response, but how it came?
Well, I thought the defense, was terrific throughout. But the offense, the offense punted twice. They just up and down the field, just a couple of crucial penalties hurt us, and then obviously if you're able to make some, so you're down inside the 35. I think, I don't know how many times we crossed the 35-yard line. Those are, 3, I think 1 missed, and two bad snap that led to blocked field goals, right, which were unfortunate. I love the fact that they didn't flinch. They didn't flinch. At halftime, I told them this is exactly where I felt like our team needed to be. To come off the heartbreak of last week, a game that nothing went right in terms of like one play goes right, we might win that game last week. To come back, I don't know what the narrative, I don't know what's been like around here before that, but a lot of times teams, they come off that heartbreak and they don't play great the next week, that I've been a part of. So I thought for our team to bounce back, Tommy tried to go, he couldn't go. Guys are down, guys step up. We played a lot of guys today. Things not go exactly right. I thought it was exactly what we needed, to be quite honest. I'm glad it ended up 28-10, but that was a game we had to fight for, and guys had to make plays, and got some tough calls go against us in the first half, and the guys. In fact, if anything, they were telling me to keep my composure. So appreciate those guys.
What kind of lift did Emmett give you in the second half?
Yeah, I think Emmett made some big time plays, making some guys miss, and then after we had the hold, the block in the back of the hold, and then I got the 15-yarder. He comes out on the screen, and he's pushing the O-lineman to get him going forward. And so I thought, really, if you talk about crucial plays, it's that, and then it's the 4th down off tackle run by, at the goal line, to go for it on 4th down. So, just proud of those guys. Not that Ja'Cory obviously gave us a real lift on offense with some of the speed sweeps and the reverses. And, people are really, when he's out there, people are defending us differently. Because of his speed and his explosiveness.
Just the overall execution on offense in the second half, when you got across onto their side of the field, what keyed it being so much different after the
It was just 3rd downs in the first half. We were 0 for 5 in the first half on 3rd downs, and 2 of them we ran it to get it to 4th and short, because we were planning on going for it. The one we went to 4th and short and we false started. Okay, the second one I can't remember what happened. We didn't get it right, so. We just said, hey, you know what? Let's throw it for 2 downs. Let's give Dylan 2 chances, moving forward. And again, if it's 9-0 at the half, you're kind of disappointed in your red zone offense, but it's not quite. That was what it was. And so we just made the shift at halftime. Like, all right, we're going to go for it. And I thought the play were in the red zone where Dylan found Jamal. He showed patience. He knew what was there, and made a play.
How would you characterize the mood at halftime, given that where you guys were at?
Very, very locked in. Very locked in. I think our guys last week felt a lot of pressure to win, and not in a bad way. That's not a soft thing. Like, they just know people are counting on them to win. And I think this week they said, forget it. Let's just go compete. Let's just go play. And I thought guys wanted to play. And then they came out. You think about it, right? They came out and they went down the field and scored and kicked a field goal. And but I thought our guys went right back down there. So, about everything that could go wrong went wrong in the first half. Emmett's touchdown gets called back. We didn't touch the guy. We didn't touch him. We did not touch him. So it wasn't about whether he was behind the line or not. We run at the guy and we avoid him, so we didn't touch him. And so they know that they executed that play and it gets called back. And so obviously that some guys could be frustrated, when they know, man, we can't do anything right. But I thought the guys responded, and I was really proud. So that, again, that's what I said to them at halftime. Is this is exactly the type of game we need. We needed to go out there and win the game at the very end of the game. And again, that's about halfway through the fourth quarter. That game was won. Yeah, the first one he missed, right? It just missed. He's about 50-50 from the 15-yard line, but he's also about 50-50 from the 45-yard line. He's a young, developing kicker who's got a big, big leg and had a great week of practice. And he just missed that first one. The second 2 are just bad snaps. Those balls are in the ground, right? So you can't put those on them. And those weren't like blocks per se where we're not protecting. Those were bad snaps. The first one, we had one snapper in, then we made the change, went to the other snapper, it's a bad snap. So all of those guys, and as I said down the stretch, man, like, they got to come out of their head. They got to start playing from right here with passion and belief in themselves. I know it sounds corny, but it's not. And even the extra points at the end, all of a sudden we had good snaps. And so we are. It might not be for everybody, but we are just a growing team. We're just growing. We're just growing. All right. So people can spend all their time trying to think what we're not. I choose to see what we are. We're getting a little bit better in different areas. We went on the road after a devastating performance. A devastating loss last week. And we found a way to win, and I couldn't be prouder. It wasn't the best football. We have a lot to fix, but I'm proud of the heart of that team.
Just to be clear, one of the snaps was one guy and the other was the other guy?
I believe so, yeah. I mean, if I'm wrong, sometimes you guys are more right than me, but we made the switch. I thought the first was Flaggy and the second one was Watucky. That's okay. I thought so, yeah.
Matt, what about your running? What were your thoughts on how they stepped up and slowed down what Purdue was trying to do?
Yeah, I thought the boys came out to play. I mean, there was a little bit like that one drive. It was a little bit of leaky first down, so they were in a 2nd and 5, and allowing them to continue to play. I thought what was really great on defense today was when Tommy couldn't quite go, like he came up. We thought he was going to be able to go. He warmed up. We thought maybe he could go, and just still not quite there yet. So all right, we turned to Sierra. Sierra gets banged up. Jeremiah goes in. We're out there at times in crucial downs. Now we got Jeremiah out there. We got Mario Buford out there. And I thought they played pretty well. Willis McGahee had some big plays, so there's a lot of young players contributing in that. But that allows you because Tony can trust those guys in the back and allows them to play the run and put guys up there in the box. And I thought we didn't give up any big ones. I think Maccabee's a heck of a player. I mean, that number 45 is a heck of a player, and that's a well-coached O-line. They run outside zone as well as anybody. 250 yards or whatever it was, 240, whatever, 260 last week. So for us, I don't know what they finished with rushing, but I thought our guys did pretty well. 50. So I thought our guys did pretty well.
It's not just this game, but there's been quite a few penalties and a lot of it moving. In your thought process, is there a conversation that they need to have with teams about blocking on the perimeter or covering the receivers, and then what did they tell you at the end about doing that?
Yeah, I got a flag. I threw my headset. Now I was on the white, so I was under the impression on the white I could throw my headset. He said the referee said I looked at him, so he knew I was upset. But obviously he didn't throw the flag, so I was just mad, So I'm not here to complain about officials. I'll turn them in. I'll get the responses on Monday or on Sunday. I think we had a tough go of it last week, and here's what I know. Someone's going to have to start to fight for Nebraska. All right, so I'm here to fight for Nebraska, and so Troy does. Our AD will fight for Nebraska in that way, but. I wanted the fellows to see me out there fighting for them today, and so I think that's my 3rd penalty ever. So I got one in the NFL because I was in the white and the guy ran me over. I think I got one when we got a blindside block at Oklahoma State. There's not been many, right? So I don't speak disrespectfully to the officials, all that, but I did throw my headset, and but I thought I was okay because I was in the white. With that being said, it's a penalty. He called it a penalty, and Emmett went ahead and made me right. So I felt bad. I don't want to affect the game in that regard, but. Penalties are penalties. I just, we're not an undisciplined team. We're doing things right. We're doing high-level things, and we're getting, when I get called, I'm going to stand up for it. But again, that's a hard job. I'm not here to. That's a hard job. I can't imagine how hard that is, and I respect the men who do it. So.
Maybe you're the pregame scene with the Oklahoma drill where you were running your team kind of through a live drill. What was your thought when you were out there leading them in front of everybody, kind of getting full contact? What was the thought of that?
No thought.
Is that something you have done before?
Yeah, well, but we did it way back when. But I was just excited to go. Today was about us. Today was about us coming out to compete, and I wanted to see the guys come out and fly around and compete. So I just called a couple guys out, and they were ready for it.
One of those guys was Myers Buford. He's the guy that was leading blocker on that fourth down. I don't know if you've seen that play, but he basically took out their defensive defender.
Yeah, did he really? That's awesome. And we ran that play in the middle of the week, and he hit Marquise Buford. Marquise made the tackle, good on good, and we showed it in front of the whole team. So that makes me so happy if that's true, because Barrett's one of those kids. I mean, I wish I could expound, but when I expound, sometimes it turns into all these other narratives. So I'll just say this: he's one of those guys who there's this, as they grow, they go from trying to do everything right to trying to kick someone's tail in the right way. And along the way, they have to block out all the noise of everyone telling them what they're doing wrong. So Barrett's someone who tries to do everything right, and hopefully it sounds like And that's a day one training camp play. Like, we tried Carter over the top. We try, I'm just saying, like, in all seriousness, like, if you look at the level of creativity, and again, we're not perfect yet. Like, we're so young and things are different. Like, no one's asked me about Gunner. I love that. None of you guys asked me about Gunner. We went with our third-string left tackle on the road against Purdue and played with a third-string left tackle. I'm fired up for him because I didn't notice him, and I'm not saying that in a negative way towards you guys. I'm waiting. Like, I didn't notice him. I just kind of was out there. Like, I never said, like, hey, Sat, chip him. So, like, I'm proud of the young guys, right? Like, we handed the ball off to Carter Nelson on the 1-yard line to go over the top. It didn't quite go in, but, like, we just trying to trust in the guys. And you're going to wake up someday, and all those young guys are going to be out there. Ja'Cory, they're flying around. And so I'm fired up about that. But I think Gunner played pretty well. And that's a big storyline because when they moved forward to an edge rusher. When they did that in pregame, I was like, damn, that's a good move by them. Sorry, Mitch. No, it's not by him today. I'll talk about Monday. Yeah, he's not off the team, but he's not here today. All right, thanks, guys.